Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this is the next one is the part for the exploratory research. So as you can see that in the research design for this chapter 3, there will be divided into we are going to cover exploratory research as well as descriptive research. So for this exploratory research, actually these kind of the types of research design is aim for the researcher who wants to explore the nature of the problem, and actually it's something that new, a new topic, what is never been done before, what is the topic or the issues that need to be discovered, you know and it's free to proceed in whatever manner intended, which is you are free to do any kind of research for this exploratory research, in any depends on the at the the researcher's intention, whether you are doing in terms of the, it can be a varies, it can be a combination of any topics, but my the main point for this exploratory research is normally it is just to start a new topic, that something that which is very new and is very rare, or maybe that the topic is still not yet explored so far. So of course, in terms of the methodology of the exploratory research, as you can see, there are four different methods that you can use in order under this category of exploratory studies, namely literature review. There are more than numbers of the literature review kinds of literature review that you can use in order to explore any methods or any topic. Second one is the experience survey, focus group, as well as the case study. So we are going to see one by one, yeah, for this. So of course, talking about these types of literature review, there are many. As you can see here, the critical review, they do have a literature review. Of course, different types of literature review requires a different methods, and in order to the concept or the context of the literature review is also different. And I think that you need to, I think that you can read one by one based on the description provided here. So the critical review, literature review, mapping, meta-analysis, and mixed studies review and mixed methods. So on this part 1 to 5, as you can see that they are number 1, number 2, and number 4 is one of the I'm not saying this is a very a good way in order to do a literature review, but actually for this part, this is the three methods which is quite popular among the literature review lah. So for example, like if you can see that some of the, if you are lucky and then you are when you search in the internet, the articles, journals, some of the journals or the articles, right, they are using the meta-analysis methods in order to do a literature review. Actually, they have not collected the data, the primary data, but normally they focus on do a different types of analysis when after they gathered a numbers of literature review, that they already read. Okay, they reread and then they do some a statistical combination or statistical analysis in order to summarize the literature. So of course, in this case, since that they are using the statistical way, we can refer to as quantitative studies. Okay, so that is number 1 to 5. As you can see, the overview also part of the literature, qualitative and qualitative systematic review, rapid review, scoping review, state of the art review, and systematic review. They do have a systematic search and review, systemized review, as well as umbrella. So all of these are different types of literature review that normally you can choose or you can use in order to do find the information, to search for the information, as whenever that you are not really clear what kind of the methods that you're going to use. So this is a kind of the literature view that perhaps that maybe can helpful for the researchers. Another types of exploratory research is experience survey, where this experience survey is used to attempt to tap the experiences of those who are quite qualified and sufficiently experienced in the overall area under which the problem being investigated is covered. So this experience survey, right, actually we refer to those who are qualified in that area, which means that the people or the respondents should be in that experience in that particular area of interest that you are going to research. So of that's why we call as the experience survey. Okay, so you attempt the experiences of those who are quite qualified and sufficient. Of course, there are criteria that you need to fulfill in order for you to be qualified to be considered into the survey lah. Okay. Next one is the focus group. So this focus group is also part of the the under the exploratory research, where at this focus group it's a kind of interviewing method, and the interviewer collects a small number of representative consumers for discussion on a particular subject. Generally, the group selected is relatively homogeneous one so that a meaningful discussion can take place. What does it mean by the focus group here? Actually, it's a number of respondents or members of the group, which is you put into a meeting room about 8 to 12 members or individuals in the room, and all of these members, they are quite homogeneous, or maybe they have a similar background which is related to that topic. Okay, so for example, like those who have already have experience in online shopping, so maybe 8 of 12 members, the individuals are those who have already experience in online shopping. So all of them are going to be gathered together into a group. So it's like a meeting. So of course, in this focus group, there will be a one moderator who are going to start the session. It's kind of like a MC or chairman of the meeting. Okay, and after the focus group is case studies lah. So this case study involves a detailed study of selected cases which are relevant to the problem under investigation. Largely, the success of this approach depends on the researcher's ability to interpret a plethora of widely different information from one or more cases. So I think that is a very straightforward of the case study. Normally focus on one area or one selected cases that you want to focus on. Okay, that is we call under the exploratory research.